Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside Career Technical Education. It's so great to have you here today. We're talking about a new exciting program with a great company. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Ann Baldwin.
And I'm Jim Beloga, President and CEO of Porter & Chester Institute and YTI Career Institute, and I'm Ann's co-host.
We're in this together. You
Yeah.
you should know that by now. Well, Jim, I got to tell you how excited I am, and I know you are too. We were just down in Bridgeport and got to see all the equipment that you have installed there and put in for the training for the new welding program.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive. And some of the folks that came over to actually see that were from Bridgeport Boatworks. And we've got Harry Bortson with us. He is the principal and general manager of Bridgeport Boatworks. So thank you so much, Harry, for taking the time to be with us on this podcast today.
Yeah, good morning. Happy to be here.
So Harry, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about Bridgeport Boatworks, in terms of the scope of your business and where you're located and all the good work you guys do.
Oh, that's a trick question. Where is Bridgeport Boatworks located?
Sure. So Bridgeport Boatworks is actually a brand new company founded in July of 2018. Actually a sister company to some other retail marinas that our family owns and operates within Connecticut. We also own Noank Shipyard and Seaport Marine in Noank and Mystic, Connecticut. One is the location of Red 36, which is a real popular restaurant here in the state of Connecticut. So always like to mention that. So we're a new company, but in Bridgeport, but not new to the marine industry here in Connecticut. Our family's been in the marine business since about 1980. So Bridgeport's new. We're the new kid on the block, but also we've been around the block a few times too. So we started in July of 2018. We reopened a dormant shipyard facility in Bridgeport Harbor. The facility had been dormant for about 10 years, in and out of a couple of different iterations over that decade. And we got involved with our development partners here, RCI, who are presently building out the harbor and installed a new marina and dockmasters building and residential component and other things. So we're new to Bridgeport Harbor, located here on Seaview Avenue, and got the facility back up and running. We've got some brand new equipment here on the facility. We've got 3 different travel lifts. We have a 75-ton for some of the smaller customers. We have a 200-ton in the mid-range, and then we actually just installed a new 700-ton travel lift machine, which is one of the largest on the East Coast and absolutely one of the largest in the New England area. So
yeah, it's amazing.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Harry, I was down there, and it's hard to believe that this was empty and vacant for so many years, and now today it's just bustling. Mm-hmm. And what they use those lifts for, and correct me if I'm wrong, Harry, is to lift up the vessels and do any kinds of repairs that need to be done. And this brings us to what we're talking about today, because we actually witnessed this, is welding. Welding is huge. I was talking to some of your folks down there, Harry, and it's not only welding, though. It's the other trades, too, when you think about it. It's electrical. It's plumbing. I mean, these are luxury vessels or homes that are just on the water. So think about any trade that you need in your home, you would need on the boat or the vessel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. So a lot of these trades cross-pollinate between, the automotive industry across to, the marine industry that we focus on. So we've got requirements here, for, fiberglass work, pipe fitters, electrical, particularly welding that is coming back online here on the facility. Mm-hmm. A lot of plate work that needs to be done, hot work as it's known, on some of these commercial vessels, but also some of the, private recreational yachts that we also see coming in at the yard. So, the trades are a focus for us. We're a human capital dependent business here. You can have the biggest and best toys that we think we have, but really they don't do much without, skilled folks behind them.
Yeah, and it's amazing too, right? I mean, you think about the amount of complexity that goes on, on a boat. There's also HVAC systems. You want to be hot and cold. You also have low voltage systems, and it is amazing how the skilled trades sort of fit right in there. And we're excited. We're excited that we've got this welding program coming online and using this, amongst our other educational programs in our Bridgeport campus, to help supply, Bridgeport Boatworks.
Right. And a lot of your folks, and I'm sure you heard back from them, Harry, some of your folks actually came over to the Bridgeport campus and got to see the welding simulators and got to experience the tools that will be used to teach these students the trades. And how important is that? Because we also know that folks like you in your industry, people even from Boatworks, were involved in the curriculum and the technology. How important is that input that you actually have as an industry professional into the tools that are being taught?
Sure. So, from my perspective as a business owner and operator here, having folks join our company, which is, growing by leaps and bounds here in Bridgeport, on a day-to-day basis, having people that can join our team, that can hit the ground running, with the skills that, Porter and Chester are offering and teaching, those folks just have a leg up above anybody else. And for us to be able to, plug people in that know their way around a welding machine or a joinery shop or plumbing or electrical aspects here, that's just all the more important to us. While we do, like to train from the ground up, we can bring in and train you up, but having folks that have been through the system that arrive with a skill set that's so important to us is just they're head and shoulders above a lot of the other populace. And some of the what you've got to remember is also, and the folks that are coming out of Porter and Chester and other places, is that these skills that we are requiring are transitory as well. I mean, you can take them anywhere. It's
Yep.
not just us here in Bridgeport. You can, as much as we want people to stay with us forever, these are skills that are in high demand everywhere you go these days.
Right. And Harry, we're speaking with Harry Bortson, who is the principal and general manager of Bridgeport Boatworks. And we also want to thank you. Porter and Chester wants to thank you and Hornblower for offering a scholarship program also to some of the students to apply for, in the welding program specifically. So this is an opportunity for, people that want to make a change in their lives to maybe get some financial support. So the scholarship program, again, being offered by you is also of value, and people need to check that out as well.
Yeah, we're happy to participate with you folks. We're really looking forward to the relationship. Already we've been very happy with the folks that are joining our team locally from the Bridgeport area. We've had a lot of success in hiring from within the community.
Yep.
So the more that we can do to support further education within the community and potentially employment here at the Boatworks is we couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah. I mean, it really says a lot about your company, Harry, and I think for prospective students and their families, it's definitely they need many of them need as much help as they can get right now, just getting through sort of COVID and all the additional pressures that I think COVID sort of brought upon their families in terms of stress, whether it relates to somebody in the family sort of not necessarily having a job or having a job that has been affected by COVID. So I think it says a lot about your organization and about your commitment to your employees and to the community,
right?
In a broader sense. And we're we feel very privileged and very honored to have a relationship with you.
And I got to tell you, Harry, when we were down there, it was a beautiful day. And, it's one of those things, my office for today that people put on social media, how great would that be? You've got all this water around you. You've got these luxury cruise liners and everything else that people are bringing in. It really is a beautiful setting and right on the water. I don't know who wouldn't want to work in that environment, especially in nice weather, right?
Well, come on down. You can stop down at lunch, and a lot of the guys are hanging out on the dock, having lunch on a sunny day. So it's not a bad place to work by any means.
Right.
And, the reality is that this asset was just underutilized and sort of unrecognized for a number of years. And it's taken a lot to get us to where we are. This hasn't been an easy thing, but we've got a lot of the right people involved here. We want to be involved with the community. The community sure has supported us. So, we greatly appreciate it. And the reality is that we're talking about, I guess, an entry level job, if you will. Folks that are coming in to come to work for the Boatworks, but this is by no means entry level wages. Our average hourly pay here is about $25 an hour. So for us, to be hiring from within or out of your institution with some folks with some skill levels, they're not walking into a minimum wage situation here. These are good paying jobs. These are highly skilled stuff that we can teach up, and skills that people can take with them anywhere.
That's right. And the teach up part, the sky's really the limit. You have the basic skills, and then you go into the industry, and then you develop those. And we spoke to some people at Bridgeport Boatworks that started entry level and are now at the top. So it's attainable if you want to put the work into it, right? Well, Harry Bortson, thank you so much, and continued success on all of your endeavors. And again, thank you on behalf of Porter and Chester to you and Hornblower for the welding scholarship program. And we also want to encourage people, if you want more information on the welding program that's being offered in Bridgeport or any of the skilled trades, please go to porterchester.edu. That's porterchester.edu. And thanks, Jim, for being my co-host again today.
Absolutely, Ann.
And thanks to all of you for tuning in to this edition of Inside Career Technical Education.